Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, it's Easter. The Christ the King has arisen. Go and rejoice. Today is a very, very special day. And we are going to spend the special day. However, I woke up early to do this very special video. Um, that we're going to be taking a look at Donald Trump's best. We've done this, let's just say, a couple months ago. We're going to do that again. Donald Trump's best performance in 2024 general election. Once again, this is just in my opinion. And of course, I could take a look at polls, but we can see ultimately. But yes, we're going to put in here Biden. Nope, this is the Republican side. This is Trump. Here is Biden. All right. We're going to go to Real Clear Polling and kind of take a look at some presidential election polls. You'll see Donald Trump has won a majority of them. You'll see here, according to our polls. Yeah, there's the Biden surge they're talking about. Ooh. But yeah, I really, once again, popular vote, it matters, but it really shouldn't be much of a concern, right? It shouldn't be much of a concern overall. Yeah, these are previous polls. Yeah, look at all the Biden polls. Yeah, Trump's going to do better, period. Taking a look here. Trump never even won a single poll or held the dominant line in these real clear polling, but yes. Hillary Clinton, same deal. A 10-point lead. Well, actually, this was in July of 2015. It supposedly was going to get close. Yep, here's our big lead once again. Trump leading again. But yeah, you'll see Clinton had the majority. And she did. She ultimately did. But in the end, Trump ended up winning by the electoral vote. And that's what we kind of have to remember. The electoral vote matters. So we're getting off track, but let's take a look at oh, look, RCP average electoral map. Yes, you'll see this is the RCP average. And what I personally think it's going to happen is Donald Trump's going to end up carrying, if this is Donald Trump's best performance in 2024, people say he's going to win a landslide. I don't really think that's going to happen. I mean, if people totally abandon Biden, then sure. But there's going to be people that elect Biden because they just don't like Trump, right? They just don't like Trump. That's a good reason to go and reelect someone who's doing a really bad job, right? They just don't like Trump. They don't like I don't know, like seriously, you get so round it up because you don't like one guy and you're going to vote against him. It's not voting. It's not like you're going to vote for someone. You're voting against someone. And that's what this is. People probably are going to be showing up at the polls voting against Donald Trump. So that's probably what's going to prevent a landslide. So, but what happened is people don't like Joe Biden. Things go totally for the worse for Joe Biden. Republicans show up and vote. In November, what will end up happening? The Israel-Hamas conflict continues. It doesn't stop. This is what will probably happen. Donald Trump obviously will carry every swing state. Like Michigan. Pennsylvania is at a question. Once again, Joe Biden is claiming he'll have some sort of hold in that state, mainly because he's from that state. He was born in that state, but the thing is, he left that state. He left and went to the state below. And I think that's like treason, leaving. I know I'm being sarcastic. Like, really, there's no such thing as being a treasonous towards a state, but yeah, the Pennsylvania people should kind of feel more of the disloyalty to him, but they don't. Instead, they have a street named after Joe Biden. But yeah, it's hilarious altogether. But more of an overperformance. We're going to kind of do the solid colors first. Joe Biden gets away carrying. And I've decided New Hampshire would go for Trump. Like, the race gets more closer in New Hampshire. Well, we're not going to have Mango for Biden. We're not going to do that. Obviously, the 2nd congressional district will go for Trump, right? We have the New York, Virginia, Illinois will probably go for Biden. Minnesota will go for Trump. And Colorado, I'm tempted to do New Mexico, but we're going to have New Mexico go for Biden. Obviously, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but Nevada goes red. In California, I might have Oregon actually go red. I don't know. It probably would be the closest state if Trump was to do an overperformance. But yes, we have a toss-up. Oregon. I am, because Biden has a disapproval rating in that state. Biden's not liked in that state. I don't know if there's a disapproval rating map, but this is our RCP polling archive, which is interesting. But election 2024 polls. Yeah, I wish there was states, And yes, it does say Trump is more of an unfavorite. But guess what? Joe Biden's more unfavorable, 55.2%. And now you're saying, oh, Joe Biden's going to lose. Really? Like, seriously. And ultimately, yeah, overall, Trump's kind of disliked by most Americans, according to Real Clear polling. But I'm telling you, the Democrats, what they're doing right now, shooting themselves in the foot with a revolver every time they are going after Trump legally. The bogus Stormy Daniels indictments, very little evidence, they still indicted him. Same deal with RICO, right? Trump RICO case. Oh, well, Trump RICO case in Georgia. There's also the case where Trump, once again, I might be talking about the same thing. I'm not following Trump's bogus indictments. In case you are wondering, they're all jokes. Like, why would I pay attention to that? Why? And in my mind, he's not really indicted. This is a 4-year-old children's game. Really. You've been indicted. Like, this is supposed to be like a game. It's either that or it's identity politics. I identify you as indicted. Like, seriously. We know Donald Trump hasn't been indicted like a true criminal. And now we have criminals in New York running around free. So, what the Democrats are really telling us is, unless you are a Trump supporter, or you're white evangelical Christian or right winger, you're a criminal. You need to get indicted. But if you're a person of color, a migrant, and actually have a criminal history, and I'm not saying all migrants have criminal histories, okay? Just to clarify, so I don't have angry comments. But if you actually have a criminal history, and you happen to be a person of color, and you happen to be a migrant, and you happen to speak a different language, you're not a criminal. You get to be bailed out. It's just the entitlement is stupid. Complete stupid. And we know why they're doing this. It's either they are virtue signaling, gaslighting, or they're just wanting to save their reelection efforts. Kathy Hochul actually is doing this because she saw what she did in 2022. Really bad performance. But anyway, I know a lot of you guys want to see Oregon. What I'm predicting for Oregon, I have decided Oregon will go for Biden overall because it's kind of glued shut for the Democratic Party. There hasn't really been any sort of race that Republicans have won to kind of solidify, other than Joe Biden has done really badly in approval rating in that state. Once again, Oregon is a libertarian state. There's a chance that Biden will come up short, like tilting, if Trump ends up overperforming. But that's what I'm kind of hoping for. Otherwise, I think in reality, it could possibly go leaning Democrat or likely Democrat. I have a hard time believing it's going to be solid. But putting all the shade colors aside, this is what I'm predicting an overperformance would look like. This time not using polls. But yes, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.